coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Seminoles will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Presley. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Utah's offense comes onto the field first today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback running on the draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Utes send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Florida State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Makes the catch. It's Blair. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll run it to the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. And really nice job of executing it.
Caught over the middle. It's Keene. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Utes will go for it here on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO. Not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Tries to get it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Noles are on the move. To the ground. He's got it again. Shakes off the defender.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Grab near the marker. It's Browning. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
How nice is it as a defense if you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Firing to the right, complete. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Florida State! They grab the early lead.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. keep it on the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's Coates. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away to buy time. He'll throw it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fakes to grab. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He's out past the 35. Turns it on in midfield. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And to get rid of it quickly. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Here's the handoff.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Noles line it up with a 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Blair. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. To the ground with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Knowles! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
The Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Going to swing it on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after.
To the air on second down. Completes it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on second and long. Handoff from the shotgun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Utes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Puts him in the spin cycle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Noles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Coates. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Right on the money. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
That's caught. It's Browning. On the move is the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up 14 over Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
At the 35, he's loose. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man. Spins away. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. Quickly out to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Utes have their offense in high gear. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And for this quarterback, when you see the walls of the cave start to shake and crumble, you got to get out of there, and eventually it collapsed on him.
Well, and especially in 3rd and short, Reese, like pull the ball down and go get me some yards and maybe get me a 1st down.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the 1st interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if...
There he goes. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Makes the catch. It's Blair. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Finds his big tight end. Oh, the hops. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but
trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Presley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Okay, ready? It'll be 3rd and long. The hand to the running back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to straighten